Hi, this is Chuck King. Today on the King's Guide, we're heading down to the Crescent Building in downtown Spokane. Hey, would you meet me under the clock? In 1948, there are so many people trying to meet under the clock that the police are called to control the crowds. That's the year the Crescent installed the first escalator in Spokane, and the only such contraption between the Twin Cities and Seattle at the time. The Crescent opens their doors one day after the Great Fire of 1889 on August 5th of that year. In a moment that would define the moral character of the Crescent for decades to come, the Crescent's proprietors, Robert and Henrietta Patterson, decide not to raise prices. In spite of being the only dry goods store still standing, after the Great Fire burned almost all of Spokane to the ground. Faced with similar challenges through 2 world wars and the Great Depression, the Crescent remains true to their motto, be fair to everyone. Even through the Depression, they keep prices stable and they employ hundreds of people. And as a result, the Crescent becomes even more beloved by the people of Spokane. The Crescent, originally located on Riverside between Lincoln and Monroe, is named for the crescent-shaped patch of road where Riverside meets Monroe. Over the years, it moves a few times, though it's commonly remembered for the location on Riverside and Wall. And then more recently on Main, across from what is today River Park Square. Of course, everyone remembers the famous clock and the Christmas windows, the lunch counter, and Toyland, but what sets the Crescent apart is its uncommon kindness to the people of Spokane. Sally Lorraine, a local dancer with the Hilliard Bells, remembers a hard winter when her family learned firsthand how generous a Crescent could be. In the 1940s and 50s, Sally was a USO performer. Her dance troupe often entertained soldiers waiting to step foot on the docks at Welcome Lane in Seattle. One wintry night, on the way to Spokane, as her USO troupe travels over Snoqualmie Pass, the luggage on top of their station wagon comes loose and falls into a deep ravine. All their luggage is gone. Just gone. When the tour group pulls into the Davenport Hotel, the manager learns of their predicament, and in the middle of the night calls the manager of the Crescent. In no time at all, the USO performers are picking out clothes and personal items to replace what they had lost. They're overwhelmed by the kindness they're shown. The next day, the troupe performs at the Brotherhood of Friends, also known as the BOF Club on Monroe and 3rd Avenue. Later in life, when Sally moves to Spokane, she dances at the BOF with friends for decades, and she always remembers the kindness that was shown to her by the good people at the Crescent. And that's why the story of the Crescent is much more than a list of street addresses and general managers. It is, as Marla Hyder writes in Nostalgia magazine, a mural of faces and memories. It is the history of Spokane. I'm Chuck King. See you next time on the King's Guide. If you like today's goodies on Spokane history, make sure you subscribe to Nostalgia magazine. You'll find even more goodies in every issue. Ageless stories, ageless photos. That's Nostalgia magazine.
I know I have waited, know why I've been blue, prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why do we spend money on a show or two when no one does those love scenes exactly like you? You make me feel so rare, I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each foolish little scheme I'm scheming and the dreams I'm dreaming. Now I know why Mama taught me to be true. She meant me for someone exactly like